Hi, I'm Matt Broom. This is Kevin McPherson. We are super excited after a lot of work. Today we get to announce Kinetik. So why Kickstarter? Why do our company and game launch here? How can the community get involved? We need your help. One of the things that me and Kevin always used to talk about before we were so lucky as to start our own studio was if we could just get our game in the hands of people sooner, instead of us making and working on a game for years and then just finding out through QA and testing what they thought, well, what if we could form a studio and even in the first year start getting people to play our game? What makes Kinetik's gameplay classic is the way you play the roles, whether you're in co-op or multiplayer. And here's what I mean specifically. The way me and Kevin have designed the game, co-op players actually work together tactically to not just beat the level, not just beat the bosses, but also work together to get more points. Points are important in our game because you use those points like any other classic shooter to advance your player, to advance your suit. But wait for it. In Kinetik, we are making drones a unique player-driven class. They're craftable. You will use these points to upgrade your drone.
So the way we're going to address balance in Kinetik is by having a rock, paper, scissors approach to our game design. So we have 3 careers: Assault, Engineer, and Recon, and those are basically your classic RPG trinity. You have your healer, you have your tank, you have your DPS class. And we're going to balance those together with their drones and all the upgrade trees, whether it's armor, your weapons, or it's your drone and your other gear. And that is all going to be done using this great thing called math. But that's not enough. What we need to do is then take that directly to you, the players, in Steam Early Access, and make sure that we all engage the game together, and then we make the changes that are necessary to make the game as balanced as possible. Now, we don't want a game that's completely and totally balanced, because if we have a game that's completely and totally balanced, things are going to lose their flavor, right? If everything is the same, it becomes vanilla. So it's balanced to a point, but there still are going to be things that defeat soundly another thing. But because there's always a rock, paper, scissors to the game, there's always going to be a counter for something that's powerful. In Kinetik, you're going to be able to run missions or raids. Missions are going to be 4-person, and then the raids are going to be a larger number. Right now we're thinking 8 to 12. And for both of those then, you're going to be able to find lieutenants, named NPCs, get fat loot, rare recipes, traditional RPG. So as you know, stats and rankings are huge for shooter players like ourselves. We're going to have that data available in-game for you to see leaderboards, but also that data is going to be accessible by our fan sites, by our web partners, so that you can see it displayed in a manner that, quite frankly, will probably be even better than we can do it ourselves.
So why are we here on Kickstarter? We need your help. The truth is, for us to make the game that we want, we have to reach out early to the community to get the right kind of feedback. We're already playable. Me and Kevin from day one said we will never go to Kickstarter without a game that is fully playable. We want to make sure that we show them gameplay footage. The images are great. They're good for showing you what our vision is on how you can help us make a better game. But we wanted to make sure that we were playing the game with real video of real in-game footage. Another thing that was important to us was we really wanted to make sure the community could get behind us early, not just financially, but really helping us guide the vision of Hero Machine Studios. Our independence for us is critical. The larger we would potentially grow, the less control we would have. And with that, we wouldn't be able to deliver some of the deep RPG systems, let alone unique player class drones. It's one of the reasons these technical difficulties aren't being seen in other titles. It's what makes us unique. Guys, we need you to actually make our vision a reality. It's one thing to dream, but without Kickstarter backers, that dream can't become a reality. The financial end is one thing, but more importantly, the gameplay has to be fun before we can actually make the ultimate game. So help us stay independent, help us keep working with the small, tight community that will actually grow into an audience big enough for us to make a successful game. But it all starts here. So more than anything, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for your time. And we look forward to your honest feedback.